Nobody showed up when my son went into surgery. Not even a hope he's okay. 7 days later, mom texted, family helps each other. Your brother's in a bind. $2,500 right now. I sent a 50-cent transfer with the note, cut yourself off. By morning, 48 missed calls. When the nurse called me back to sign consent forms, I kept glancing over my shoulder, half expecting my mom with fake worry, my sister pretending traffic, my brother with a dumb joke. Nobody came. I didn't even ask them to. I just assumed they would. That's what family does, right? They show up when a 5-year-old is being prepped for surgery to remove something behind his eye. When you're pacing a cold hospital waiting room at 6 a.m. with vomit on your hoodie, I refreshed my messages like it would make something appear. Nothing. An hour passed. All I could think about was how empty the chairs were. I sat between two strangers, crying over their father. Even they offered more kindness than my own blood. When the doctor said surgery was over, I had no one to turn to. I just nodded, thanked him, went to my son's room alone, didn't even cry, just went numb. 7 days later at the pharmacy, my phone buzzed. Mom's text, no greeting, just family helps each other. Your brother's in a bind. $2,500 right now. Not a word about the surgery. Just a demand like I was the family ATM. I went home, made my son grilled cheese, tucked him in, then opened my banking app, sent my brother exactly 50 cents with the note, cut yourself off. Next morning, 48 missed calls. Sister, mom, brother, voicemails full of guilt trips. What happened? We're family. Family. That word they only remembered when they needed something. I'd held this group together for years. Holidays, emergencies, favors. None of them knew what my son went through. No balloon, no card, not even a $5 teddy bear. Just silence when it mattered. Now I was the bad guy because I finally said no. Then Aunt Carla called. My mom's older sister. Lives off-grid in Pennsylvania. We hadn't talked in 4 years. Tell me what happened. Start from the beginning. I told her everything. The surgery. The group message. Tomorrow's his surgery. Please pray. With 0 replies. The 50-cent transfer. Carla didn't interrupt. I figured they've been lying about you for years. Then she hung up. Hours later, her and Uncle Rick were coming to town. We're going to knock sense into your parents. Rick called next. Said my mom borrowed money from our late aunt's estate 2 years ago. Money supposed to be split among us. Mom told everyone I said she could keep it. I didn't even know the estate existed. She's been using your name for years, Rick said. They were coming with receipts. Saturday they pulled up. Carla handed me a folder. Emails, check copies, a lawyer's letter. I was listed in Great Aunt Linda's estate. Money my parents claimed I declined. She faked your signature, Carla said. They stole from me. Actually, legally stole. Then kept asking for more. We drove to my parents' house. Carla walked straight up. You forged a signature and robbed your daughter. Explain before I involved the sheriff. Dad froze. Mom appeared. We did what we had to. This girl took care of all of you. When she needed you, you ghosted her. Now you'll learn what it feels like. My brother came outside. Rick looked at him. You ever cash another dollar from your sister, you'll hear from a lawyer. You're done. I stood silent. No one apologized. No one asked about my son. Mom said, you brought outsiders into family business. No, I brought protectors because you stopped being family a long time ago. That night, I sat with my son, realized something brutal and freeing. I never really had a family, just people I was born to. Now I was free. Weeks later, a letter arrived. Mom's handwriting. Not an apology, just explanations. She missed my son, hoped maybe I'd let her see him. Dad called, left 10 words. I'm sorry, I failed you when it mattered. I know. I drove to Carla's. She said, forgiveness isn't about letting them off the hook. It's about letting you stop bleeding. I wrote mom back, said I was open to supervised visits, public, under my terms. We met at a park. My son ran to her like nothing happened. Dad gave him a fist bump. We stayed an hour. They didn't push. Leaving, mom said, thank you for letting him see us. I nodded. That night I realized I didn't need revenge. I needed distance. I needed to know I could walk away. They can see my son occasionally. But me? They lost access. Forgiveness isn't forgetting. It's remembering with clarity and never handing over the knife again.